Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. But the Vikings at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11 now. On play action, now McCarthy. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Lions defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, That's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Goff now to throw.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's McCarthy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now McCarthy. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
An inside give to Jones. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Goff.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The give is to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ayuk goes in motion. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
From the 50, it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Montgomery is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Gone. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now
even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 7.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run it with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Again, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Goff going to shift him around. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Goff now looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. On to give. Here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Goff.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. An inside give to Jones. Taken down at the 42.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's 1st down. This is Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
43 seconds to play. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll look to throw. Well, I took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, with timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Detroit, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.